Hello everyone. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I created a system that helps me to basically keep everything in one place, everything I'm working on, every my thoughts, any ideas, everything in one place, and the system that helps me to organize this and keep track of everything. And I will start with like a short story, like how I even came up to this. So it happens like when I was driving in the car, um, I was getting different like thoughts, like some personal thoughts, some ideas, some thoughts about my project, all this different stuff. I mean, it's not only was when I was in the car, but mainly in the car. And I'm like, well, it would be so much convenient if I can just record something right now, so I'm not forgetting about this, and yeah, to be this way. But of course, you cannot do this when you're driving. Not really safe. So and then I come up with an idea. I just bought like small microphone and lapel microphone. I'm not sure how it's called, and connects this microphone to the phone. And in the phone, I created like in Notion specific database where you can create like normal pages, and where with just like my speech I was able to create all my notes and capture all my notes and all my thinking and anything I was having. I was doing this just like with a voice input, like on the keyboard, so it's not something fancy. And that's how it started, like how I started working on the system. And today I'm gonna show you just the basics of this, because what you see right now here, it's just a copy and it's empty copy, so nothing personal here, but just some examples. The real system is much more complicated, but again, I'm just gonna show you just basically on examples how it works, so it's gonna basically show much better than me just speaking about this. So the first database I created, I call this Inbox. It's basically the collection of all my thoughts, anything again, about my projects, about my personal stuff, about some ideas, something to do, and yeah, something what I don't want to forget, or something I want to discuss. So I mean, I just created a shortcut on my phone to this database. So when I'm driving, I just click on the shortcut and it takes me directly to this database. And here I click on the new page. And here you see it's really big system of different properties, and it can be adjustable, just depends on what you're doing, and I will just shortly explain what I have here. So first of all, these three interesting, four interesting sections with colors. So as you can hear, I'm not really a native speaker, and when I'm driving, I'm telling my thoughts and all the stuff in Russian. So I open this shortcut on my phone, I just click here, and I just starting verbally tell something, I don't know, and it just capture all my thoughts in Russian with the like help of the voice input on the keyboard. So it's just like messy text. And then when I'm getting back to home, I go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT with the first prompt to make it like normal structured text here, like small normal Russian text, and then translate this thought or anything in English. And let me just show you right here. So about this pinned to proceed and fixed, it's because I mean I've been using the system for a long time. There is some thoughts I'm still thinking on, so I don't want to like do anything else with them for now. So they're like pinned, or like fixed. It's like some topics I should discuss. So they're always here. But I mean, if you want to start doing something like this, just create. I mean, you don't even need to create this kind of sections. Just your normal inbox, and that's gonna be enough. But as you can see here, it's just another property like T, and I did basically grouped by this property. So let me just show you like example. So when I was driving, I was curious about some breathing techniques, that can help you to kind of like feel more energized. I don't know when you want to go to sleep. Especially like in my case, I mean, in the morning if I can drink coffee, but uh, like in the evening, it's not a good idea to drink coffee. So I'm like, well, I heard there's like some breathing techniques you can do, and like physiologically, it can boost your energy or like feel better. So I'm like, so I was driving and I'm like, okay, I should explore this topic. So that's how it looks like. I mean, if you don't understand Russian, that's nothing much for you. It's just the raw text in Russian. And then when I got home, then with ChatGPT, I just switched it to the normal Russian, so it can be then translated in the normal English. I mean, it depends on the model you use and all the stuff. You can try to do this. I mean, or like if you're native speaker, you basically just need to section. And again, it just depends on you what you want. But basically, the main goal in my case, and I guess in your, if you want to use something like this, you should get the final version of your thoughts, of your idea, or anything. So in my case, that's what I got. Yeah, and I even with ChatGPT, I created the like short name of the note. Because I mean, in this database I created for you guys, it's only like one side. I mean, two. This one is empty. But in my real database, it's a lot of different stuff. Like when I'm driving, it can be like 10 different IDs I can get or something like this. So so having names is kind of handy. Yeah, it can be really convenient. So so for example, in this case, I got this, and it's basically something I want to research. So, and here I just go into types, and here I choose like it's note or request. In my in my system, it's just request. So something I have to work on. I have to work with ChatGPT to like explore anything like this. In the case of notes, sometimes I can just do like journaling when I'm driving. So, and it's just gonna go, if it's note, it's gonna go to another database, and then I will show you how it works. But basically just request. Here I have like P tags and S tags. So it's personal tags and it's like business tags. It's some project I'm working on because it's just personal stuff. I can just choose, I don't know, what is this? I don't know, like lifestyle, no. So just like basically any tag you want to use, because as I will show you in future, I'm gonna switch it to another database. Something for you. Okay, let's do like health. Anyway. So, and after this, I also can assign the priority, because again, like in my database, in the final version, it's a lot of different stuff, different IDs, so I have to navigate them all and understand what's the priority of like anything of this. So I like, if I'm, for example, right now I'm working on fixing my car, I'm like, I will put like 5 for this, but like it's something to research, like in my case, it's just 3. And this is interesting. So like this property, I mean, all the stuff, it kind of depends on you. Do you want to do this or not? And but this one is one of the core feature about all my system. So as you can see, when I created actually the new node, some properties was already assigned in a specific way. But if you've been using Notion before, you know you can do this just by creating the template. So when it's just not ready, it's actually, let me just show you. Let me just move it to another database. So okay, in this case, it's something personal. In my case, it's something I want to do research on, and then I'm just gonna move it to another database. And in my case, it's just personal database. So, and this way, I mean, now this node went to another database, and this way inbox is empty. So you don't have to keep all it here. It's pretty convenient. So you understand, like in my case, I make it in the normal English. I assign the priority, I assign the text. So now it's ready to go and for work. So now I'm going to the personal database, and that's where this property is kind of important, because as you can see here, I created different basically views of my database, and all these views are based on the status. like not ready or ready or not. So for example, in this case, I want to start working on this because again, I can just, in this waiting area, I can collect a lot of different stuff. But then, for example, today I want to work on something. I'm just switching this to like to working. Actually, why? Yeah, the reason why here you can see not only. Let me just show you again. Not only waiting, but also not ready. Because sometimes if I moved the node to another database, and if I forgot to change from not ready to waiting, I can lose a node. Like it will not be visible here. So that's why in the waiting I can see waiting or not ready. Again, it just depends on you how you want to do this. So okay, so when it switched to the working, I know that it's something I want to work on. And like in my case, it's just some research I should do. And like I already like been working with ChatGPT on this, with different like AI models. I should do research by myself, and I want to like save what I was doing. Like in my case, it was research with Gemini or ChatGPT. I don't remember actually. In this case, so I created another database, and it's called Results, where it's basically the result of like exploring this technique compared to other techniques and like science based and all this stuff. So yeah, for example, like I was working on this. I created this page. I put the result of my research, and then I'm like, okay, I want to kind of connect it with my my request. So and here it's pretty easily just add relation property, right? And in this case, I can just connect to this question. So right now, let me see. Yeah, right now it's connected to the personal, and when I go to the personal, I will see that actually it's just a lot of different properties. So let me just see. Maybe it's just not visible. And yeah, it's just not visible because I was kind of like creating like new database for you guys. I forgot to put it in invisible. So yeah, this way I've been working on something and I can connect it to the another database and show the relationship, and you can just look it up what I was working on. It's pretty convenient. And as you can see, like for example here, it's really a big topic. I mean, a lot of different a lot of text to read, and if I want to do some notes for myself, I can open this, and that's why here actually it's in other properties. You can add just this another property like for description, so it's gonna be easier for you to remember what have you discovered about this topic. But again, it's something like that's you just choose like if you want this or not. So in this case, I got this idea. I've been working on this. I got the results, and now I can just like archive this. I just put complete. So now it's go to the archive. And yeah, I mean all these kind of properties. Again, in my case, because I just forgot to basically show this. You can customize, and so it's easier for you to find anything you want, or like to remind yourself what you've been working on. So, and that's basically the general workflow of the system. It's really general. Even I don't know, like it took a lot of time from you even explain the basic stuff. But it's the general stuff. So basically, with my system, what I do, I just capture everything in inbox, ideas, anything to do to research, and then I transfer all these like notes when I'm done with like editing them to like in my case the personal database, and when I've been working on them, I can connect with the results. I can just archive them. And as you remember, I showed you in the beginning that like when I choose a type, I can choose a node. So let me just show you. So actually, and again, it's not all database I have. So I have in box. We saw the personal, we saw results, but we haven't seen personal notes. So basically, in my case, if it's just a note I want to just save for like my journal purposes, or I just choose a type, and then it's go to the personal database where I can just kind of maybe analyze, but then I can just put it in the personal notes database. So, and again, it's something you can adjust for yourself, and yeah, that's how it basically works. And like here, actually, you see like at the end, it's a prompt. Well, actually, it's something I forgot to tell you guys about. Um, it's not here. As you remember, like all these three sections, and this is English and this is PR. It's actually prompt. So sometimes, because as you know, if you have been working with AI for a while, you know that sometimes if you're gonna like make your request specific way, like you're gonna start with the role you're gonna assign AI, you're gonna like make step-by-step instructions for AI, you're gonna get much more um, just better like results. So in this case, that's why I have prompt section. Sometimes, for example, I have this like raw idea, and I have specific prompt in my ChatGPT, and I give this prompt to the ChatGPT, and then it transforms this prompt to the prompt for the AI. I know, kind of tricky, but that's how it works. So it's basically, and then I can save this prompt just in case if I want to repeat my request or something, or I can just put this. I can just if it, for example, I've been working on. I've been like adapting some notes in my like journaling. I was kind of like summarizing them, and I created a specific prompt for this, and that's basically I got this idea that like, hey, I have to create the prompt to summarize my notes, summarize my like journal entries. I'm sorry. So I got it here, and then I've been working on this, and then I created the prompt for this at the end, and then I can just move it to I just moved it to the prompt. So I know it's really complicated. I was trying to do my best to explain the basic, like, but even like I guess explaining this, it was confusing. So in this case, guys, just let me know if you want to if you want me to give you more details on this, or to like specify something else, to maybe like show more examples, or just share like your ideas and what you think about this. So yeah, and that's all for today. So thank you for watching.